Late night screen glow bright, YouTube streams rolling through the fight. Batman's brooding, Superman flies, Iron Man's tech, Wonder Woman's stride. Nerds unite tonight, all things dirty in the spotlight. Movies, games, capes and fly. Nerds unite tonight. Nerds unite tonight. Spiderweb swinging, Captain Shield thrown, Disney dreams where the magic's grown. Pixel battle, stories unfold, drum flies loud, stories told. Hit play, hit pause, rewind, talking nerds, no need to find. Nerds unite tonight, all things dirty in the spotlight. Movies, games, capes and fly. Nerds unite tonight. Heroes clash, villains fall, geeky hearts answer the call. Popcorn spills, controllers break, talking shop till the daylight wakes. Lights go down, screens ignite. Grab your gear, it's nerdy night. Pixel sparks, movie reels collide. The nerds doing nerd things. We're here, we're live, we bring the screams. Movies, games, the wildest dreams. The nerds doing nerd things. Controllers smash, popcorn flies. Critics clash, theories rise. Laugh or rage under neon skies. The nerds doing nerd things. We're here, we're live, we bring the screams. Movies, games, the wildest dreams. The nerds doing nerd things. The nerds doing nerd things. Push play, no pause, just ride. We'll take you deep inside where stories rule and pixels thrive. The nerds doing nerd things. The nerds doing nerd things. We're here, we're live, we bring the screams. Movies, games, the wildest dreams. The nerds doing nerd things. The nerds doing nerd things. From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hey there, the name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. For some unknown reason, enjoy.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We're talking about 1988's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You know, the way you started there, I thought you were going to do like this whole announcer voice thing, and then it kind of petered off. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I kind of have that. Yeah, I have that with people. Starts great, then just disappointment.
You don't ever disappoint me. I was just disappointed that you didn't continue with the announcer voice.
This is the part where Ryan says, well, you haven't known AJ long enough then.
No. I was just waiting for a somber moment to happen there when you started. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, you know, there is a little bit of a somber moment, but, you know, we kind of figured it was going to happen because we've heard nothing, we've seen nothing, and I know it affects me. It doesn't really affect Susie. It might affect Ryan if he gets it. But Rockstar Games puts out a notice that GTA 6 will now release Thursday, November 19th, 2026. So more than a year. They push it another 6 months.
I'm so mad. I don't like GTA games. I don't like them. But here's my but. I'm calling shenanigans on this whole thing.
I think they bit off way too much.
They had to have, because how the heck do you announce a game almost 2 years ago?
Probably like 3.
Like,
the first trailer was last February.
Yeah. So you've announced this game, you released the trailer over a year ago, and you're pushing off for another 6 months. Hi. We're encroaching on to 2, maybe 3 years at this point. What are you guys doing?
And this is what they said on their tweet, as you guys have it on your screen as well. Hi everybody, or everyone. Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release Thursday, November 19th, 2026. We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. I could tell you Take-Two, who's the parent company over Rockstar, their stock has tanked. Last time I saw it, 9.2%. And usually, and I'm just going off of what happened last time when they announced that they were going to push it. Within the next 24, 48 hours, they put out a trailer to kind of try to even it out. So I don't know what they're planning.
I mean,
but
9.2% drop in stock is huge, but it's also kind of tiny in the grand scheme of everything.
If you've bought more, if you've bought more than a bit more than you could chew, why not just push the game far enough out, and then if you get it ready in time, beta it or let it early? Yeah.
Even if they could release, I'm not gonna say half the game, but like a portion of the game.
What they did in 2013 for GTA 5 was they released the campaign, and a month and a half later, online came out.
Yeah. But like, I don't know.
For me, this is aggravating because we've been waiting for this game, and when this releases, it'll be 13 years and 1 month, if my math is right, since the initial release from GTA 5. 2013.
At what month?
I thought it was October.
I don't know. Your year number was correct.
Ryan, do you have any thoughts on this bullshit?
I think Rockstar is playing the smart game. How many times have games come out and there's a there's a massive either shutdown or people can't load into or any of that kind of stuff that goes on with video games these days. And I think they're taking the parameters to make sure that when they sell the most single day sales in history of a video game, that this game's probably going to produce, that they don't have all the crashing and all of that stuff happening instantly, because it's going to happen. This game is going to be the most popular game sold on day one in probably history, because the anticipation has been building, which is what they were trying to do with the trailers. And it works. It's a little tease here, a little tease there. We still don't have a whole lot of details on what's going to be in the game to begin with. We're only all second guessing and hoping off of what trailers they show us and the Easter eggs you can find in the trailers. I think they're playing the game the smart way, because they're going to make sure that when they open day one, that 9% they're losing quadruples on the positive side, because they don't have tanking, or they don't have games freezing up and people being pissed and dropping their ratings again.
See,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I 100% agree. The game should be polished when it comes out.
And telling us this far out, people shouldn't be upset. Now, if the set release was supposed to be what, July, June, April, something like that, if they came to the beginning of the first of the year and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're pushing it back to November," then people should have a reason to be really pissed.
I think it was the middle of May was supposed to be this release.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're giving us a far enough advance to let us know, hey guys, we've been doing testing and it's something still not right. Give us time. That way it's a clean game.
And like I said, I agree with that. I appreciate that. It's just this is the third delay. I understand the frustration with players because it's like tease. Here it comes. Tease. Here it you're basically edging the guy.
But at the end of the day, it's not going to stop anybody from buying it. There's nobody today going, "Oh, damn, they're delaying it to November. I'm not buying it."
No,
The problem.
Everybody's still gonna buy it.
Sorry, Susie. It's more of the what are we gonna get before GTA 6 comes out?
Yeah.
But I have to play devil's advocate here, but they've been working on this game for probably, let's say, 2 years. It'll have been 13 years and 2 months.
Oh, I was close.
From what I looked up when the GTA 5 came out. And like, it's taken this long, and I'm starting to wonder if, yes, they're polishing, they want to make sure they have a great game, it's not going to crash or anything like that, but
I think they want to avoid a cyberpunk.
They want to avoid a cyberpunk, but there's a tiny part of me that wonders if they're delaying because of what happened with cyberpunk, and they're not afraid of it flopping, because obviously like the fan base for GTA is huge. So they're going to get an exorbitant amount of money, but are they pushing it back because it's polished, like they're saying it's polishing, or are they pushing it back because they don't have a whole lot of content?
Oh no, I think they know what they want to do. They're just trying to make sure they can do it all.
I'm just worried that the hype isn't going to live up to the game.
I don't think there's a Rockstar game out there that has come out
It hasn't lived up to the hype.
That's where I would go with that.
even the old Midnight Club race car game
I love
from
those games.
back in the day, they were way better than the Need for Speed game.
Uh,
But the Need for Speed had the name more than Midnight Club. I
before
mean,
we jump to the
Rockstar does
Rod,
not. It's a good thing about Rockstar is they don't. They take their time in making sure that their stuff is trying not to be. I mean, Cyberpunk is the exception to the rule, in my opinion, but they try to do
Cyberpunk
everything they
wasn't them.
can. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. It
Cyberpunk
wasn't them,
wasn't
was it?
them.
Cyberpunk was
Um,
Project CD Red.
yeah, and a lot of video game companies are actually taking that
But I
example
mean,
and improving.
They were getting death threats.
it's not out of the norm for a highly detailed game to take longer than normal to get out. I mean, there's plenty of games that we've all played
That could use a
that are
delay.
still in a beta level on the computer that have been 15 years in beta that is a flawless game up until one point somebody finds a glitch and then it's screwed up. And then they got to go in and fix it and then
So
everything else.
another fun tidbit listed on the game's release board. I think it was off IGN I saw earlier. Call of Duty unnamed Modern Warfare title releases a week before November 19th, 2026. You bet your ass that is going to get moved. Call of Duty's going to put it out the end of September or the beginning of October. You want to be nowhere near Grand Theft Auto releasing.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's my point of view. That's what I would suggest is probably going to happen, and that's just me watching.
Well, that's why you
games.
see movie releases get changed, just because you want to be nowhere near a movie release because you know it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's like nobody wants to be in the same movie theater as an Avenger movie, or
Mm-hmm.
you know.
And I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot off of the game. Because I don't think there has been about what's going to be in the game, but I think they're trying to. This is going to be the biggest open world GTA game that I think we've ever seen, with multiple accountability, multiple different avenues to go about in the city and getting it to work. It is probably a bigger tall task than even they were expecting.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, any game that takes.
This isn't going to be your motorcycle club nightclub only type open world. I feel like you're going to be able to do a lot of
Mhm.
just little things in this open world that you could never do before.
And you get a taste of that in GTA 5.
I'm just, like I said, I don't play the games. I'm just playing devil's advocate of, yes, Rockstar games, they produce, and I mean, I've played a couple of Rockstar games. I know that they're good, but it makes you wonder with how many times they push this back and kind of hyped everybody up, if this isn't going to live up to the hype.
I think with the delays it will. I think it's just upsetting to the fans that they're not getting their hands on it when they said they were going to, because it was supposed to come out I think last month originally. But I think it's time to get to the wonderful rabbit. Ryan, I know how much you love this movie. But let's go through kind of the Wikipedia of it. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, screenplay by Jeffrey Price and Peter Sherman, produced by Frank Marshall, Robert Watts, and Disney brought in Steven Spielberg for this to help out, which is kind of fun. Starring Bob Hoskins, Christopher Lloyd, Charles Fleischer, Stubby Kaye, and Joanna Cassidy. Music by Alan Silvestri, and produced by Touchstone Pictures, which is a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, with help from Ablin Entertainment and Silver Screen Partners. This was released June 22nd, 1988. 104 minutes, $50 million to make, and brought home $351.5 million. Ryan, why is this one of your favorite movies?
It just is. I don't know. It just
Can I
is.
can I tell can I say why it's
Uh,
my favorite movie or one of my favorite
yeah.
I was
movies?
gonna say, I know this isn't your favorite, but one of your
No,
favorites I
but it
can
is one of my
understand.
favorites. And uh, if you watch this movie and you look at all of the characters that are in this movie, this is something that has never been done before and has never been done since.
It won't ever be done
It
again.
won't
No,
ever be done
I
since.
don't think
This
it
was a
can be.
partnership between multiple different companies,
Um,
and this is just, I love how well this came together.
I, I always the fascination of the mid to late '80s of real life and cartoon was pretty popular. You had this movie. You had I'm trying to think of the other one. There's another cartoon human element movie. You also had Paula Abdul's music video
Mm-hmm.
where she's dancing with the cartoon cat. I can't remember the name of that one either. I'm sorry. I'm not didn't think about them until now. So like the idea of human life in cartoon was very cool. And as a kid, I mean, I
I mean,
literally was born 6 months before this movie came out, so I watched this at a pretty young age. I literally thought that the cartoons really came from Toontown, like that's where they came from, kind of deal. Like I thought that was where they all lived. Um, but this was just always. I always actually, to be honest with you, I probably at first never really cared for the movie. I always loved the cartoon short at the beginning with Baby Herman. As a kid, I thought that was great, and then it was like, oh, the movie started, but I want to watch the
my
first one again.
stogie.
So I want to watch the first part again. Um, but yeah, this has just always been like I would say you sent out the message the other week about your top 10 favorite movies of all time. This is one that I could easily stick in my top five.
Oh,
Um,
top five.
yes, because it's that movie. It's one of those movies that I can remember being the earliest to watch.
Wow.
Um, and it was also the first movie where I realized a voice actor and a regular actor are the same people, or like same thing. And it's one of the bullets when we get into later on when the cartoon bullets. The one talking is Mr. Heaney from Green Acres, of all things. When I was a kid, Green Acres was on Nick at Night, and it was one of my favorite shows. And he was Mr. Heaney, and he was the salesman, and he was the con artist type salesman. And then he ends up being one of the bullets. And I remember first time I realized, hey, wait a minute, I recognize that voice. Where did it come from? And then I put two and two together and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I figured that out.
Now, I really think this movie was very much groundbreaking, and with groundbreaking, has never been done again. Honestly, I don't think, like we mentioned, I don't think it can be done again because we're seeing mixed
Mm-hmm.
studios. We're seeing
That's
Disney
mm-hmm.
and Warner Brothers
Mm-hmm.
in the same movie, and I don't see anything here that gives Warner Brothers really any credit. It's all Touchstone Pictures. It's Steven Spielberg. It's distributed by Buena Vista Pictures.
So I'm
Some
pretty sure.
serious greasy palms in this to get
Yeah, well,
those
Disney probably
characters.
produced it, and probably if you go all the way to like the credits, there's
Oh,
something
absolutely. Yeah, they
giving
probably
credit
have
to
to put
Warner
something in
Brothers.
it. Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I grew up on Mary Poppins,
Oh, with the
which
penguins.
with the penguins and the live action mixed with the cartoons. This I always found infinitely better. And I loved the mix, which is why it is one of my favorite movies because it's one of a kind.
What do you going back to this movie? What do you think of the story about Roger Rabbit being framed for murder in a kids movie where there's plenty of alcohol, a gun, multiple guns?
Yeah, the more you watch this movie, you realize as a kid I probably shouldn't have watched it.
I was just thinking, yeah. It's like, this is a kids movie. This is a kids movie.
And yet,
the sexual overtones that are in this movie are
Like patty
ridiculous.
cake with him.
so
Or keep your buttons from busting, Dolores. You only got one left. Oh, okay. He's talking about okay.
see, we're all talking about this, and my brain is like, okay, but
I
that was
caught you with your pants
every
down.
90s TV show. So I'm like, so growing up, that was normal.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, there were a lot of
everything in this show
innuendos when we
was
were kids.
normal.
Yeah, let's go home. I'll make you a carrot cake.
And as an adult, now like we're sitting here and we're talking about it, and I'm like,
Ow.
should I let my daughter watch this? Should I not? We all know I'm going to let my daughter watch it because
and then I mean, let alone the sexual overtones of everybody else. Then there's that Jessica
Yes.
Rabbit. I'm not bad. I was just drawn that way.
Yeah.
And then her
What?
her song when she gets introduced to the movie, basically.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure watching with Ryan, he still has to.
I find it hilarious that she's married
He's Marvin
to Roger
Acme.
Rabbit.
there is a lot of people, boys my age, that watch this movie that will tell you when you ask them the question of who their first crush was on TV.
It's Jessica
They're
Rabbit.
gonna
Topanga?
say Jessica Rabbit.
I thought it was
No, they're gonna
Topanga,
say
Ryan.
Jessica Rabbit. There is a lot of people my age that will say their first crush on TV was Jessica Rabbit.
I did
And
find
nowadays
it funny.
it's kind of like that's a weird form of never mind.
I did find it funny when Betty Boop goes up to Eddie, and Eddie goes, "What does she see in a rabbit? What a lucky gal!" And I'm just looking. I was like, "What the heck does the rabbit have?"
She's married to Roger Rabbit. Yeah, what a lucky gal.
Mm-hmm.
That must be a hell of a carrot.
Oh, gonna go home and make a carrot cake.
The word comes out of my mouth, and I immediately just go.
But like, there's so many funny tones in this movie. Like the or you just mentioned in the restaurant, we get Daffy versus Donald,
Mhm.
and them cracking jokes at each other. Like Daffy's like, "This is gonna be the last time I work with somebody with a speech impediment." Meanwhile, he's got a lisp.
And there's Elmer Fudd.
And then the part I always kind of like took from that and was funny is when he asks for scotch on the rocks and he means ice, and the penguin brings it back and it's literally got rocks in the drink. It's like, you dick.
It's just, this movie is fun. It's, you're not meant to take it serious. It's just fun, and it's cool to see how the real world intermingles with the cartoon world. And I asked Ryan this last night, and I'm going to ask Susie this first, because then Ryan goes into his wonderful stuff. Where does Christopher Lloyd's character, Dr. Doom, God,
Leave.
ow,
His name is Judge Doom.
Judge Doom. Where does he rank in Disney villains? Hold on, Ryan, shut up.
It's Christopher Lloyd. You can't rank him.
Ryan? Very underrated, huh?
I think he's very underrated as possibly one of the most evil people in any Disney movie ever. I mean, he's literally trying to kill all of Toons to build a freeway.
I'd put him almost equal with Claude Frollo.
No.
Let's not forget, he kills a boot for no reason. He kills a shoe just to make a point.
Yeah.
By the way, the shoe is voiced by Nancy Cartwright.
The only reason I would not put him on par with Frollo would actually be kind of below him, is because Frollo didn't kill with no reason. He had a reason. Granted, it was religious, but there was still a reason.
I mean, he killed Quasimodo's mother just by throwing her onto the steps.
Technically, he didn't throw her on the steps. Technically, she fell.
Running away from him.
Yes, because she's a gypsy entering Paris and facing religious persecution.
Are we saying that Judge Doom is by far the worst villain in any Disney movie ever? That's
Yes.
what I'm hearing.
Yes. But also, you asked me to rank Christopher Lloyd. No, can't do that. Sorry.
I mean, I would put him in the top 5.
Just think, this is for Robert Zemeckis movies that Christopher Lloyd is in, like literally back to back to back to back.
I
Back
forgot
to the
he did the
Future
Back
1,
to the
Back to the
Futures.
Future 2, Back to the Future 3, and then Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They're literally all back to back.
And all of them are monetary, like money hits.
Massive hits.
Back to the Future is literally the same movie 3 times.
Fist.
Your best friend loves who is in my house?
I would assume your husband.
The Boogeyman.
And I've come to get you.
Weird.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have to mute my mic in a minute because I don't know what's going on. Your best friend loves Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
And you forgot that Christopher Lloyd was in it?
Oh, no, I didn't forget Christopher Lloyd was in it. I forgot Robert Zemeckis directed it.
Oh.
No. Don't you be putting my words in my mouth, Ricky Bobby.
Are you kidding me? I've got your best friend on speed dial. I ain't afraid to call him.
Yeah, don't call Paul. Yeah, please don't. He won't get him off the phone. And then he'll ask about hanging out.
There's like so much contrast in this movie that make it just funny, and there's like certain scenes that aren't even supposed to be funny to me that always looked funny. Like AJ, me and you, I laughed because I told you that this scene always stuck out to me. The dirty factory worker comes in and he's filthy dirty, and he makes the jokes about you had to find our Dinky Doodle, and Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and you're gonna help her find it, and Robert Hoskins' character kicks the stool out from him and tells him he doesn't work for Toons, and he shoves an egg in his mouth, and it's like the brightness of the egg and how dirty the dude was. It was like, it just stood out to me. And then the bar scene alone is literally one of the funniest scenes of any movie ever. Roger handcuffs himself to
that is funny.
And then they're like, he's like trying to cut the handcuffs off, and he's like, hold still, and he's like, oh, like this? And he looks at Roger and he's like, you mean you could have took your arm out of that cuff at any time? No, only when it was funny.
Or the shave and a haircut.
Yeah, the shave and the haircut scene, the weasels, Benny. The taxi was the coolest thing to me as a kid. I thought the taxi was the best part of this movie when I was a little kid.
4 flat tires.
I want one of those. I want the cartoon taxi.
I love the fact when he blows his tires because of the dip, he gets in the driver's seat of Roger's car, turns on the headlights of that vehicle, and turns on his eye headlights at the exact same time.
Benny, is that you? No, it's Marvin Acme.
Just the attention to detail in this movie is just amazing.
By the way, shout out, that tunnel is the same tunnel used in Back to the Future.
You just blew AJ's mind. He has to recover now.
But like, this is literally one of my favorite movies. I can go back and watch this all the time. and ask AJ last night. It was so hard for me not to just keep reciting the lines because I could
No,
literally.
you did. No, don't
I
act
know.
like it was difficult. You did.
I could literally. You can mute this movie, and I could literally do dialogue through the whole entire movie, and maybe miss a few words.
I have a couple of movies that I could do that too.
I feel like we had this conversation earlier.
Yeah, we did actually. AJ
I
and I did. AJ and I were talking about the fact that because we grew up, we're Disney babies, so we grew up on Disney, and Lion King.
Drop
The
it.
two of us can be in a completely different room, hear one note from the music, and know exactly where you are on the movie, and recite it word for word.
Impeccable timing, Your Majesty.
But I do love the character names for this movie. If you go and look at the characters, like there's the Toon Patrol, there's
Mhm.
the Smartass and Stupid.
They just, like I said, the attention to detail and the number of different things that they put in here is just amazing. You guys are gonna get a guest appearance from my dog because
So Will didn't take him.
I mean,
no,
any aspect of popular cartoons in that time frame you saw. You
yeah,
saw Droopy with the elevator. You saw Bugs
Going
and Mickey.
down.
You saw Donald and Daffy. Um,
the
and then you get the big montage at the end with all of them. You see Betty Boop, who at the time in the 80s wasn't on TV a lot cartoon wise, but was very, very popular in like pop culture,
Even I
like
think she's still
decals and
popular with a
T-shirts.
lot
And
of things, especially
I think it's kind of
the
I think it's kind of fallen off
so
in war times, but like through the 80s and 90s, Betty Boop just as a character on
mhm.
T-shirts and decals and all that stuff was ultra popular.
So Betty Boop was popular more in like the 60s, 70s, more so than the 80s, 90s.
was it the Vietnam War?
It was. Yeah,
She's
ask me a
from
question.
World. Her character is based off of like the dolls from like World War One, World War Two.
Oh, okay.
She's based on I think they're called pinup dolls.
Yes.
Oh, the things that they okay.
Um,
Yeah, she's a pinup doll.
yeah, but she was very popular because I remember watching the old cartoons, and those came out in like the 60s, 70s. Um,
She's even older than that.
she is older than that, but I can't name what year the cartoons are from, so I'm going with 60s, 70s because that seems close. And both of them are looking it up. So she's kind of an icon.
First appearance, Dizzy Dishes, 1930.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
She's one of the she's a pretty original cartoon.
Yeah.
But like
I mean,
I didn't realize it. The gorilla's name is Bogo. I didn't know that. The
yeah, I got a
bouncer.
spare tire, but I don't think you want it. I want it. I want it. Here you go.
And then you get the crazy chick who looks like Jessica Rabbit but isn't Jessica Rabbit. And she chases after Eddie because she's after a man. And he pulls the old
Gets a
let's put
tune every time.
let's put the road signal towards the wall and she's gonna run into it. Trying to think. The gorilla, nice monkey suit. He calls him a wise ass.
Like I said, it's
Uh,
just a fun movie.
and let's not forget Kathleen Turner is the voice of Jessica Rabbit. So, and in the 80s, Kathleen Turner was a pretty big name as an actress.
I can't tell if AJ's looking something up.
No, I'm just reading.
I keep seeing cartoon names, and I think of their scenes in the movies, like Yosemite Sam. My biscuits
Oh my God.
are burning. My biscuits are burning.
Yeah, we put this on as like background noise sometimes just so we have something like all you have to do is hear one noise, your head whips to the TV, and you're like, "This is funny." And you go back to what you were doing, but it's great if like you are like you've had a bad day at work and you want to just watch something funny. This is the movie I turn on.
This movie was supposed to have a sequel
Yes, it was.
that got canceled.
Yes.
And if you read why or what it was about, there's a good chance it's pretty damn funny on why it got canceled. Apparently
Oh,
it's supposed to be based in World War II, it looks like.
Yeah.
Because Roger Rabbit with a human named Richie Davenport travels west for the seek of his mother, in the process meeting Jessica Crumnick, his future wife, which is Jessica Rabbit, a struggling Hollywood actress. Jessica is kidnapped and forced to make pro-Nazi Germany broadcasts. Roger and Richie must save her from going into Nazi-occupied Europe, accompanied by several other Toons in their army platoon. After their triumph, Roger and Richie are given a Hollywood Boulevard parade where Roger is finally reunited with his mother and his father, Bugs Bunny.
I can't tell if that's so because I can't tell if that's legit or somebody's kind of.
And the sequel was supposed to be Steven Spielberg and J.J. Abrams writing it, with Zemeckis producing it. And it was supposed to be called, it was a prequel titled Roger Rabbit, the Toon Platoon.
I remember reading something about that. Um,
What the hell?
yeah.
I could see why it kind of got shit canned.
And then, well, he Malden later retitled his script "Who Discovered Roger Rabbit," and Spielberg left the project when deciding he could not satire Nazis after directing Schindler's List.
Yep.
Wow.
So I blame Schindler's List.
I think they were also having issue with the cooperation between organizations.
Wow.
Well, this was literally supposed to happen the very next year, so I
Yeah.
doubt that was still a problem. I would imagine they probably were still able to communicate with each other, and it didn't get so dire straits and spread apart like it was before.
Yeah.
But let's also remember they made a video game for this movie, and it is the hardest and one of the dumbest video games ever. It is so difficult.
I didn't even know they made a video game for this.
They made a video game for every movie of some sort. Nintendo games were so easy to make that literally any big name movie had one.
Wow. It was nominated for a lot of awards throughout the film year. Just sticking with the Academy Awards, it was nominated for Best Art Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Sound, and then it won Best Film Editing, Best Sound Effects Editing, Best Visual Effects, and Special Achievement Award for Richard Williams. Since you were a kid, you'll appreciate this, Ryan, when this came out. It won Favorite Movie at the Kids' Choice Awards. Remember the Kids' Choice Awards?
They still have them.
Do they really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thought cable TV kind of died.
Well, cable TV kind of died, but yes, they still have the Kids' Choice Awards.
And I don't know if Susie's noticed this. I know Ryan probably wouldn't have. Have you noticed that Roger Rabbit isn't really in the parks anymore as he used to be?
Well, I'm reading here that there used to be a Disneyland attraction called Roger Rabbit's
It's still there.
Cartoon Spin.
I think it's still there.
It's
Disneyland.
a dark ride located in Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland theme parks.
Yeah, it's
It
still
might
there.
still be in Tokyo, but I don't think it's in Disneyland anymore.
No, it's still
But
there.
It's still there?
They literally have Jessica Rabbit dressed in a trench coat because they find her too hot on the
Yep.
ride.
No, it's still in Toontown up in Disneyland, but his presence, like as a character walking around, isn't there anymore, and it's mostly due to some rights issues based off of that movie.
I can believe it.
Is this the lawsuit with the writer of the book?
Split ownership. Who from Roger Rabbit characters are shared between Disney and Ablin Entertainment, which co-owns the film. So I would go off of that.
Because the book is called "Who Censored Roger Rabbit."
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like it has to do with the film rights. Deal with Disney and Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment. Yes. So Steven Spielberg's again. It's like, I'll do this movie for you. You can have a ride, but he's not in the parks after 2005.
Yeah. And the live action animation movie that I was thinking of is called Cool World. I'm looking at it here where it says Roger Rabbit served as inspiration for various live action animation films over the decades, including Cool World, which is a very adult based movie, Space Jam, Tom and Jerry movie, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which also features a cameo from Roger, and Once Upon a Time, a studio.
Oh, it's the Once Upon a Time in the Studio is a short Disney put out for Disney's 100 last year.
And the Chip 'n Dale Rescue Ranger one that I'm referring to is the 2002 live action version.
You mean 2022?
Or 2022, sorry.
Okay.
I
Okay.
read it wrong.
You just watched
It
AJ and I
flashed
just go,
on me.
what drugs did you take?
Yes.
What are we on?
Was that the really bad movie where one was a cartoon and one was 3D?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
I
very
didn't
bad.
watch that just because of that. I'll remember the old cartoons because they were better.
Actually, let me phrase it. It's not horrible, it's just not good.
The story was good-ish. The artwork was meh.
Questionable. So before
When
we
you
start,
when you add the emphasis "ish" at the end of it, I'm like, nah, never mind.
so before we preview what we are doing next week, something that I've been looking forward to came out on the 4th of November, just 2 days ago, and it is so good. Ryan's not going to care for this at all, but Susie might. Susie might. They have full casted audiobook of the Harry Potter series.
Okay, so
Dr. House plays Dumbledore.
I don't care about Dr. House.
Excuse you.
Mr. Darcy is a voice in this, and now I have to listen to it.
Okay. Fair point. It is very good. It's not just every character has their own voice. They've added audio effects of what's going on, and if you listen to any headphones with it or even the car, stereo, it transports you into what they are doing.
So,
I'm really liking what Audible is doing with these full cast series, because Sandman did it a couple years ago. That was phenomenal.
so I was perusing TikTok, and a clip of that came up of them recording it, and I'm staring at one of the characters, and I'm like, "Who are you? I know you, but what do I know you from?" So AJ had posted who the voice actors were in our group chat, and I took one immediate look, and went, "Oh, Mr. Darcy!"
And he plays who?
I have to go look. I don't know off the top of my head, but that excited me beyond belief, and I don't know how I didn't notice it when you posted it, but I didn't notice it, and I was very upset with myself. He plays Lord Voldemort.
Wait, what? I thought that was
Mr. Darcy is
I thought
Lord
that was
Voldemort.
Matthew
And I'm so
McFadden that
happy.
did.
Huh?
I thought Matthew McFadden was Lord Voldemort.
Yeah. You have never seen Pride and Prejudice.
No,
You
I
specifically haven't seen the 2005 Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley?
no, I know his face from Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's Mr. Darcy.
You really expect me to see a movie? We have a book for that.
I'm coming over to your house and you're watching Pride and
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna beat my ass. Okay.
Prejudice. I'm coming over to your house and we were watching Pride and Prejudice. You
Oh.
have to see how majestic this man is as Mr. Darcy.
I don't know if I would feel the same way as, you.
You've also never read Pride and Prejudice, so
You're asking too much from me.
the
Why?
bookworm of the group is asking for too much out of the not bookworm of the group.
I listen to books. That should be enough. But no, yeah. He also the Deadpool Wolverine thing, he plays Mr. Paradox.
Yes, he does. And I'm pretty sure when I found
Where
out
the
who
fuck
it
did that
was,
hole come from?
I went, Mr. Darcy.
There's a hole in my pants that I just found, and I'm really upset about it.
I have a hole in my pants too.
It's right in the back of my knee.
Well, that's a really bad place to have a hole in your pants.
What the hell happened?
I also think this is a really good note to end the show on.
No, we got to talk about what we're doing next week.
Oh, okay.
The Scorpion
I don't know what
King.
we're doing next week.
Is this The Rock's first movie?
Okay, the Scorpion King, no.
First movie? Yes.
No.
We're doing Scorpion King first, or are we doing Mummy Returns, or the Mummy and Mummy Returns first?
No, we're doing the Scorpion King first. We're going in timeline order.
So the Mummy Returns is his first spot in a movie. He did a lot of TV spots before this, but his first movie was Mummy Returns, and then his first movie as the lead was Scorpion King.
Mummy Returns is the second one, right?
Yes.
He did TV spots for That 70s Show and Battlestar Galactica and something else.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know his first movie was Mummy Returns, and then because of how well that performed, he got.
Yeah, but he was a cameo in Mummy Returns, wasn't he?
No. Nuh-uh.
I thought he was. He was a
Mummy
CGI
Returns
cameo.
is just him as the Scorpion.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, at the end, where he's the really
the CGI.
bad, or the really bad video game Scorpion.
He's a really bad video game Scorpion, but his body and his head are all there.
Well, yeah, but it's right at the end, and that was it.
Yes,
He
it.
fights.
It's at the end.
He fights Brendan Fraser.
But that's the end of the movie.
Bitch, I know this one.
Yeah, but it's not a cameo.
I would consider it. Okay, whatever. He's in it.
Not even.
You walk in, you portray yourself in a movie.
It's not even really him as a video game.
It just looks like him. It uses his likeness.
Is Scorpion King his first physical movie? Yes.
I would argue that Mummy Returns is his first physical movie. Because if you see some of the behind the scenes, he's not just voicing it. So
yeah, he motion captured it.
I don't even think he says anything.
No.
No, he says one thing. Ah. When he turns around and gives Brendan Fraser the stink eye.
Yeah. But he was in this, I think Scorpion King was greenlit, but it was all dependent on how
Why
Mummy
did you have
Returns
to say
did.
cream first? That was weird.
You're welcome.
Sorry. According
Oh.
to Wikipedia, his first theatrical debut is considered The Mummy Returns.
Ha! It's one of those weird trivia facts that I have. Okay, let me have my trivia facts. However, speaking of the Mummy, we're getting a 4th Mummy movie.
Which is actually the 5th.
Shut up. It's Mummy Return. It's the Mummy 4. So
It's different.
shut up.
It's a different timeline.
Are we getting Brendan Fraser back?
Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. I
Both of
pronounced
them?
her last name wrong.
What's
Yeah.
wait a minute, what's his last name?
Brendan Fraser.
Say it again.
Fraser.
Are you saying it with an I? Because there's no I. Have you ever seen that bit for Brendan Fraser?
Was it a
No,
Saturday Night
actually-
Live one?
It's Phaser, not Fraser.
Is it really? I can't tell
There's
if
like
you're
a
serious
whole
or
thing.
not.
I forget what movie it is, but they're like it's him being himself in the movie, and the dude pronounces his name wrong, and he corrects him. It's not Phaser, it's Phaser.
Mhm.
There's no I. I'm trying to think of what it is, and I can't remember. But I always
I've
remember that
seen it.
from
No,
from
now
one
that
of
you're
things.
saying it, I have seen that bit.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a Michael Jackson movie coming out?
Yes, there is.
Speaking of movies coming out, apparently that's now on my list. I will really want to go see The Running Man. Glenn Powell.
Oh, okay.
Ryan will say it's not like the other one. It's a brand new one with the same name.
It is a different one. He's not a cop that commits murder. He's just somebody that does it because they have the money.
It does look good, though.
Does look good.
But I think we're done here. Thank you, everybody. Click that like button.
I know what it was.
Shit.
I know what it was. He's on the red carpet for. He's on the red carpet for the Looney Tune movie or in the Looney Tune
Oh
movie?
yeah, yes.
Back in Action.
And
Back
that's
in Action.
and that's where he tells him that his name it's not Fraser, it's Phaser.
And he's actually the stunt double of himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
God dang it! I'm gonna watch that now.
wife-
I hate you. I'm so
Was it
watching
Back in
Looney Tunes
Action?
Back in Action.
But yes,
Yeah.
the romantic duo from the first Mummy movie is coming back for Mummy 4.
Imhotep.
Wrestling Connection.
Imhotep.
Wrestling Connection. Looney Tune Back in Action as Goldberg.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. He's a henchman.
And it gets stamped on top of his head.
Okay, I think we need to leave now before Ryan continues to school us in nerd knowledge.
No, it's more Ryan's gonna find a wrestling connection, literally bleeping everything. Because there usually is.
Well, I mean, we got a wrestling connection the whole next month. What are you talking about? If you smell it,
It's cooking. The final boss.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, hit that like button,
I hate
subscribe,
you.
follow before Ryan actually kills me. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week for the Scorpion King.
Bye-bye.